film is intended for mature audiences and contains adult content, graphic language, graphic violence, nudity, and strong sexual content. Viewer discretion is advised. Like, we'll leave it up to you, but you gotta know about this stuff before getting into this whole thing, you know? I mean, straight up, one guy gets his face bitten off by a raccoon, and we show it. Oh man, do we show it. Real big close-up. And we spoke to a scientist to make sure it was, you know, physically correct and whatever. We said, hey, scientist guy, like, how much damage could a raccoon realistically do? And he told us a lot.
He's Cool.
And he's Kegs.
And I'm Prkushun.
Prkushun?
Oh.
Where have you been?
Are we about to drop a beat on this one or what?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, well, let me ask you this, buddy. Who do we have on tonight? Today, I should say.
Well, let's say, we're rolling off our normal schedule here, but we have from all accounts, a newer player to the game. His name is Kaleb. Kaleb, how are you doing this fine Friday morning?
Oh, I'm good. How are you guys?
I've been up all night.
I'm moving rock, so I'm always having a good time with that. It means I'm making money.
Yeah. So he's making money, and I've been up all night. And yeah, I know Perk's weekend is super busy too. So yeah,
I'm always good.
You're always good. That's true. That's true. All right, well...
Perk's in a constant state of wanting to commit murder, or whether it be from other things, from dealing with our retardation nation kind of shit, or whatever, you know.
That's what we do.
I don't know how you haven't gone gray and pulled your hair out yet, but I give you props.
No shit.
Oh, soon.
Well, I'll tell you what. So, Kaleb, you said you listened to most of these, by the way. Thank you for that. But I guess we can start with this. Like, who are you in the game, and like who do you fly for?
Well, I just use my name Kaleb in the game, and I fly for Batch.
That's cool. How long you been playing?
This time around, just about 3 months or so. I had taken a break for a year or two. I had started out with the Cuba squad, Machete, actually. I don't know if you know him. He brought me in there.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, that rings a bell. I remember him.
Well, and luckily Perk is basically the historian of the game, so... have you heard of Machete, Perk?
I haven't. Of course, that was a long time ago, so...
Yeah.
Don't remember.
Well...
I want to say, didn't Machete hang it up about a year ago, actually, wasn't it?
I just saw him in Global Chat the other day, so I think he still, once in a while, gets on and plays.
Really? Okay, I hadn't seen him in forever.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, cool. Well, I guess, so there's so many...
you said this is your second time around, so did you just make a whole new profile, or?
Yes.
Okay.
That's cool. So you're with the batch, right? Which batch?
Right.
There's a million.
Depends where I'm needed that war, honestly.
Well, that's fair.
Right now, I'm at TFB right now.
Okay, well, how many points do you regularly put up?
Depends how much time I have.
There you go.
The highest has been 94,000, something like that, I think was my highest.
Holy crap, so you're a player. Well, basically, the whole reason we're here is because you got a hold of me and game chat, actually, of all things, and you wanted to talk about poaching in the game. So,
yep.
You want to do your best to kind of leave names out and stuff, but yeah, if you want to talk about it, go for it, bud. I'm all ears. It's a good subject.
I mean, like, I want to start by saying, new guys come in, they're not already in a squad, no tag, have at it. Everybody goes after them in chat.
Mm-hmm.
But, that's a lot different than when somebody's already in a squad. You just push them and pressure them to come to your squad. Well, now you're poaching from other squads. Going to make some real enemies.
Is it so? I'm guessing. Is it happening regular? Does it happen all the time? I can't say regularly right now.
It's happened by the same person more than once.
Oh, it's a single person. Well,
Basically.
can you? Can you tell the story without saying the name? Like, I guess most recent.
Well, I guess that the simplest way to put it would be that EGB had some people, and somebody decided that they were going to poach them. Started to happen more than one time, like I said. There's really no way to stop it. I mean,
well, and the thing is like, so is it they become friendly with them and then they just pressure them? I'm not exactly 100% sure.
Like, are these people that they knew before that they're already friends with, and they're saying, hey, you should come over here? Or is this just like they're just looking at your roster and saying, hey, let me go after this guy?
that's basically it. They seem to be looking at the roster, seeing who's newer, and
Wow. And
pulling them. I mean, I don't know if they private message them or whatnot. I just know what's in game chat.
and apparently, does it seem systematic? Like they're doing it all the time, you said?
Pretty much. I mean, it's only really been prevalent over the past couple of weeks here, but it's been consistent for these couple weeks.
Well, and I've noticed a lot of chatter about that recently too, between two of the bigger teams. But yeah, the thing is like, what would be? So you already kind of explained it, but what is poaching in your opinion, Perk? Like,
Yeah, there is a line. I mean, if you're just like already know somebody and you're like, hey, come visit us, check us out, maybe you like it better. I don't think that's poaching. That's just people have free will, and they might go and find this other squad better, and that's just the way it is. I mean, we're just here to play a game and have fun. So you might not be having fun with this squad, and it's just ruining your whole game experience. But there's a difference if you, like, sometimes I've seen people, like, jump into a squad and say, hey, come join my squad, and jump out again. I mean, that's not cool. That's blatant poaching.
yeah,
But then also, like you're saying, I mean, if it is like you're saying, where they're just going down the line and saying, hey, batch people, or trying to find them on Discord and say, hey, you should join, I don't know you, but come to our squad. That's kind of different.
yeah, that's
Kind of crossing the line, I think.
that's a little messed up.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, and I mean, you're talking to at least two players, not myself. The other guys here, I mean, they were hitters. So, and commanders of how many squads? Because I mean, I've been in several squads with command responsibilities or whatever. But you guys are better than I am. So, yeah, dude, that's not cool at all. Caleb, sorry, my bad.
Yeah. I mean, all you can do I don't know what you do to fight it either. I guess all you can do is talk to your people and say, hey, we got a good thing here. You're welcome to go check out someone else. But, if there's something there you like better, let us know. And we can make it work here, too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right. I mean, that's the thing with any good squad that has a good command structure is they're always gonna take suggestions from their pilots. That's like the number one thing that you have to do is listen to your guys.
Well, and that's. Have you talked to Snake about this?
I have spoken with Snake about it, and kind of like, you guys were saying, there's only so much you can do about it. I mean, I've asked the person doing it to stop nicely, and so have a couple other people from Batch, but apparently they don't want to.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, that's, and I'm sure...
Because the other thing you can do is find out what squad he's in and then go find out who they're flying against, and I'll jump in that squad.
That's a good
But
point.
see, my only problem with that, I have thought of that, but I'm a Diamond League pilot. This other squad doing it is Gold League. I don't know if I want to lose my rewards for a Diamond War just to go prove a point.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, especially with the points you're
Yeah,
putting
but
up.
they're gold. Why would people want to jump there anyway?
Yeah, I was just about to say that myself. Like, why would anyone in a Diamond squad want to go to a Gold League squad? Like, that's just a waste of breath at this point.
So are you Are you trying to? Are you basically doing a lot of carrying right now? It sounds like, Caleb.
Oh, not really, no. We got a lot of good pilots at Batch. Just a matter of, it's a game, and sometimes real life gets in the way of putting up what you'd like to.
Well, and it's like, so my question is like, so not just new people, but like, are they putting up decent points, like 10,000 or something, and they're just kind of new, and they're taking like 10K players?
Yeah, we have the Batch squadron split up into different minimums. Like, none of them, I don't think that there's two in Diamond.
Well, I guess here's a question then, if you don't mind. Are they only targeting your Diamond players, or are they hitting the entirety of your guys' squads?
Oh, they're not targeting the Diamond players. My point with the Diamond thing was I'm Diamond, and I don't want to drop to Gold League to take care of the squad that's doing the poaching.
No, I get that. I'm just curious what exactly they're targeting. Like, if they were targeting like specific stat players, or if it was just the entirety of. Because that's almost starting to sound to me personally like someone who has a vendetta against like an older player or whatever that like retired for a while and came back, and they have like a little vendetta against the Batch or something, and they're just trying to fuck with you.
It does.
Well, and
that's just my personal opinion from what I'm hearing. So that's why I was curious if it was like the entirety of, or just just specific players with certain stats or whatnot.
Right? It's just mostly newer guys. Like, they'll, get pulled in for 20 minutes. Next thing you know, they're over their other squad.
Gotcha.
and specifically doing it to your guys too. That almost seems like a vendetta. Well,
I don't know much about the guy, but I believe it was Snake that told me this guy is former Batch himself.
yeah. Yep.
Well, I think you just found your answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where, it might be worth taking a war off to prove a point. I mean, that's basically the best thing that you can do. Who knows how many pilots you might end up if you did that with. I don't know.
Or I mean, if you don't want to risk your like you said, your diamond account or whatever, if you have like a spare phone or tablet laying around, just make a brand new account and jump in there and just start fucking with them back. If you really wanted to, you know what I mean?
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Well, and that's what we're here for. No, I'm just kidding. That was a bad joke. But perk laugh. So, in all seriousness, though, when you start a new account, you can put up massive points. I just got my first alt account, and I'm averaging like 600 points. It's ridiculous.
Not only that, but you're like ranking up so fast. You're getting constant free fuel.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you can almost use them as burners at this point. Play them to tier 3 and then dump them. I mean, I don't know if that's how people feel about that. I'm just saying it's a possibility. And if that was an idea that no one else thought about, I'm sure they have. But if it's not, it's my fault. I'm sorry, Sky Warriors, Wildlife, it's my fault. I apologize. I sent another email to Wildlife, by the way, guys, so I'm trying to get a hold of somebody.
Other than the revenge strategy, I guess the wholesome way of going about it would be to just, talk to your new guys and get them involved. Like maybe share a path where they can grow in the squad. Keep talking to them, make your squad fun, and hopefully they don't leave you.
Yeah.
And if they do, then they weren't batch material anyway, right? There's always lots and lots of newbies out there.
That's very true. I actually was just looking on the Play Store the other day, and there's been over, 10 million downloads of the game?
That's what, yeah. Yeah, it shocked me. Well, and this too, Caleb, so it sounds like you're not the commander of, basically where they're stealing pilots from. Is that right?
That's right.
Yeah. So you got like a junior commander in a smaller league, and they're doing that to them. That's, now I'm starting to see the picture. Have you talked to your junior commander of that? Because Perk's right. The best way to keep pilots is just to get them involved, get them to start talking and stuff. It sucks, dude.
We have talked about that.
Yeah, and it can be about anything, but like once you get them, if you can get them, I know it's hard to get people on Discord, right? Especially new players, but you can use the team chat. But yeah, if you can get them to talk, usually they're yours forever. So, well, at least for a year. So I'll put it that way. You've been here. You know you've been here before, Caleb, so you understand.
Oh yeah.
But if there's a person, because I honestly thought there was a team that was doing it to you, but if it's a single person, hopefully people are listening to this. I'm sure most people know who it is anyway, so that's why we try to keep names and stuff out of it. But yeah, and if that person listens to the podcast, really it sounds pretty dirty, man. So I don't know.
I don't know if you've thought about it either or not, but you also have a great resource in the community mod Marrow. He'd happily listen to you and do what he can to help. Maybe that's something you could talk over with him.
Yeah,
It's possible.
Do you know who Marrow is, Caleb?
The dude does a lot of work to keep everything as smooth as possible for everyone and do what he can for us. He's obviously limited from certain aspects because obviously he doesn't have any actual power, and the devs don't seem to be listening to him much from what's heard. But that's your main option, I guess you'd say, if you wanted to take it somewhere within Wildlife itself, and I don't know, get that player banned or whatever, chat banned, so they can't jump in and do that shit.
See, I wish he would have come on himself to give his side, because while I was talking about this with Breeze in chat the other day, magically he come into chat and put an ad up for recruit.
Yeah, I do remember that now. I actually do remember that now, Caleb. So, dude, I'm sorry, I'm so busy. But yeah, I do remember it now, because I remember being there, but I didn't remember exactly what happened. So now I've got like a little better picture, and I'll talk to you. We'll talk anyway after the podcast here. But Marrow's actually coming on. That's what I was gonna say. Marrow will be on this Sunday. Yeah, maybe I can even bring up, ask him what he thinks, you could do.
Oh yeah, all opinions are welcome and taken into consideration at this point.
Well, and the thing with Marrow, if there's something that can be done, he'll be able to kind of give you the path. Otherwise, yeah, it might be one of those things where maybe a learning experience for the junior commander. I don't know. Like I said, I am the rookie compared to these two. So, but I've been around for a while, so I don't know. It just sounds like a vendetta, like Keg said.
Right. Well, I guess with that figured out, curiosity's killing the cat here. Kayla, what do you do besides Sky Warriors on your spare time?
Well, the time of year is coming. Hunting season's coming up here in Pennsylvania, so.
There we go.
Man after my own heart.
So Kegs hunts bears, sort of. What do you call it?
Well, I mean, I didn't draw a tag this year, otherwise I would be hunting. But otherwise, it's I call it catch and release. You know, when you tree them with the dogs and you just appreciate them, take a couple pictures, and let them go on about their lives. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
But that's
and
one
another
thing. I mean, I duck hunt, I goose hunt, I deer hunt, I bear hunt,
Well, tell him about Finn.
Pretty much, if what's that?
Tell him about Finn's deer.
Oh yeah, I just took my stepson out for what they call it, the Liberty Hunt or the Youth Hunt, and we actually managed to get lucky enough to get a really nice 5-point in velvet. Awesome. So that was fun. He did a really good job actually, which is surprising because that kid's an airhead. I love him to death, but yeah.
He said he put a perfect shot on him, blew out a lung and his heart, and he still ran how far, Kegs?
54 yards up a hill.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, no, he did really, like I said, he did really good. But yeah, the whole upper insides was just mush. So, but yeah, I know, right? But yeah, it was about 40, 50-yard shot, which was, we were practicing at like the 20, 30-yard shot, because we actually saw him on our way out, and I was like, you know what, buddy, we've been doing the blind hunt, I'm going to show you another way to do this, and whatnot, and he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, this is called spot and stalk. We spotted the deer, now we're going to stalk up on him. And he goes, is that legal? I'm like, of course it is, buddy. I'm not going to teach you dumb shit. But he was flabbergasted that you could just see one walking through somewhere and just, sneak up on it and shoot it. So that was amusing.
Well, and what'd you do last night, Kaleb? Did you said something about you'd be hungover?
Oh, I'm okay. I just yeah, that was rough.
Yeah, it's the funny thing is about the podcast, like a lot of people get nervous and stuff, and it's really just goofballs having a conversation. So it's like I hope you're not nervous. I hope you feel comfortable. Like I was trying to think, like, honestly, as far as the poaching thing goes, I will ask Marrow Sunday. Let me ask you this though. What was your? Do you care to tell what your name was prior to this account?
Same name. It was just a completely different account.
Oh, I'm surprised I've never ran into you, bro.
I didn't really play as much as I do now.
Oh, okay.
When I had the first one.
Well,
I vaguely want to say I remember that, but what was the tag on that squad again?
I believe the tag was Cub.
Cub, C-U-B.
Oh, yeah. All right, I remember it. Yeah. Okay.
And it was the Cuban squad?
Yes.
See, and I've seen the tag in Global before.
I remember seeing him now with that tag that he said that.
Yeah, well, you guys are older than me. So
I remember that now. That was I want to say, well, what was that? About a month before skirmish only, or before skirmish? It was. God damn it, I can't talk. About a month before they added the game modes. Well, it was back when it was skirmish only, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. Not only will I ask Marrow Sunday, but I might give him a heads up on this myself. But if you don't know Marrow, I can put you in a chat room together with him, and basically take off. It'd just be you and him. But yeah, I mean, I think that's the best route, other than maybe some of the other ideas that we gave you by accident. But I do want to say I love bacon. So
excellent observation, sir. How do you prefer your bacon? Do you like your bacon wrapped in bacon or what?
I like it at festivals, really.
Oh, hey, that works too.
Well, hey, Caleb's in Pennsylvania. If you are anywhere near the Johnstown, Pennsylvania area, we are having a bacon fest this weekend. Come and see me.
Exactly.
It's actually not that far. It's like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Nice.
It's bacon fest. I mean, come on.
When you first mentioned Bacon Fest, I'm sitting there going, God damn it, why am I all the way in Michigan?
Yeah, I know. I'm telling
Yes. We got
I'm about to hop on a plane and come down.
I mean, we got bacon eating contests. We got people dressed up as pigs. We got food trucks. We're going to be making mountain pies there.
Back up. There's bacon eating contests.
Oh, yeah.
I will win. I'm getting on a plane. Pick me up from the airport. Fucking 8 o'clock tonight. Let's go.
Let's go. He says, let's go.
All I need to hear is eating contest, and my inner fat kid's going, yes.
Yes. Yep. Shit. What was I going to say? I was going to say something else. What was I going to say?
Apparently, you were going to sit there and repeat what was I going to say. So,
yeah.
I mean, we established that now.
Oh, thank you. For whatever reason. Were you able to listen? So you said
There's
you
no
listened.
fucking way that reminded you.
It did. I don't know why. I'm getting old, man. I can't help it.
Oh, Jesus H.
But you seem like pretty smart, Caleb. Did you get a chance to listen to the last podcast that we put out?
I don't believe I've listened to the last one yet.
Yeah, it kind of turned into a deal there for a little bit, but it was the Ukrainian kid, medical student.
Oh, that's what you were telling me about chat that night.
Yeah. So, it's out, it's released, but it's a pretty good one. It's somebody that actually was there when it started, kind of thing, and he kind of tells a story about it. But yeah. If you haven't listened to that one, it's actually really interesting, and it's blowing up right now, actually. So definitely worth a listen. Definitely outside of our typical scope too. This is just us fooling around, and it turned into kind of a serious thing for a second.
Well, I suppose, Caleb, I don't know how old you are, but did you? Were you, how do I want to word that and not sound like a douchebag?
I'm 32.
Okay, yeah, you're right around mine and Cool's age.
Yeah, closer to me, probably.
Well,
Perk's 18, but...
Yeah, way older than me. I'm only 18.
Yeah. That's why she was able to join the podcast. She just turned 18.
Yes.
Oh my God, I wasn't gonna take it there, but I'm glad someone did.
Well, it's an 18 plus. It's an 18 plus podcast. I can't
This
stop.
is true. This is true. There is a disclaimer for a reason. But anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
Did you did play much sports or anything like that as a young buck, or did you fall under the fuck it, my knees aren't gonna like me when I'm older if I do that?
Even since I was little, 90% of my time spent in the woods.
I'll tell you what, buddy.
Unabomber.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's life right there, buddy. I'm telling you.
Well, like, I hope I never
Like,
end
don't
up.
get me wrong. I love my wife. I love my kids. I love my stepkids and all that shit. But yeah, no, in the woods is where it's at.
I just don't ever want to be in your scope, Caleb. We'll put it that way.
We could go all Hitchcock on it. That'd be fine.
Yeah, I've got
Shoot at the lens flare. I always wanted to try that actually.
I've got my leaf suit for a reason. I won't move for a day, 2 days. It don't matter. I'll piss myself. It's fine. Yeah, the only thing that sucks is, man, infrared. It's crazy how good FLIR is. So I got to work on that.
I'm gonna turn into a chameleon and just go cold blooded.
Well, that's the thing. Like, there's some technology out there where it can kind of hide some of your body heat, but I don't know about a full suit. It's expensive, but I'm working on something. Don't worry. Martial law won't apply to me, so it will not. I will go where I want to, very slowly.
Very slowly.
You know, that prisoner that escaped over by Philly, he probably thought that he was good in the woods, too.
I didn't hear about that.
Oh my god, I was listening to that on the police scanner, like, what are you fucking guys doing?
Oh, yeah, he escaped prison. He was gone for, like, 2 weeks, and he didn't even leave, like, a 20-mile perimeter of the prison. He's just living in the woods, and they finally got him on Wednesday, like, with infrared. Like,
Yep.
his heat signature from the helicopter, they found him.
Yep.
He's like crawling under the brush and stuff, trying to get away, and then they sent their dog in, and the dog got him.
Good boy.
Well, I was sitting there, and I'm like, that guy would have probably been able to, like, disappear for a while if he wouldn't have broke into an old-timer's house, beat the shit out of him, and stole his gun.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, man. I wasn't joking when I was talking about my leaf suit and FLIR, because I wasn't joking. It's not just for, helicopters, drones, whatever. I'm working on it. Don't worry. Right now.
Well, see, realistically, what you have to do is use the natural shit once you get out there. See, so what you do is you get out there and you find a bunch of sticks and branches and shit.
Yep.
And you build yourself like a little, like, however tall your body or thick your body is, I guess, for lack of a better phrase. Little cover type thing. Cover that in with a fuck ton of leaves. Make it as dense as possible. That way, you're like, it'll look like it's just like a little den with something in it or whatever. You only have heat coming out one side.
Yeah. Well, and so I've experimented with this. Like, I'm dead serious.
Not that I'm saying anyone needs to like do something illegal and hide from the police and use that to actually get away or anything like that. But I mean,
That's what we're here for. I mean, not. But I've experimented with this, Caleb. A wet towel inside of a refrigerator, not a freezer, but a refrigerator. You wear it like a cape and then put on the leaf suit. As long as you stay on your belly.
like a cape.
Yep. As long as you stay on your belly. I mean, obviously it's not going to last, forever. But yeah.
I mean, did we learn nothing from
Actually-
Predator? You get the mud on you.
Yeah.
Actually, to expand on that idea, they have those towels that you just get wet and snap and they actually stay cool for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Or longer.
Yeah.
So you could probably use something like that. But
You're an ugly.
to expand upon your cape statement, are you that kid back in the day when you were like 9-10 years old that like climbed the tree with like your Superman cape on and jumped off to impress girls?
No. No. This all came out of
I totally
paranoia.
got that vibe when you said that.
This all came out of paranoia, just drones in general. So my leaf suit's great, and then FLIR came around, and it's getting better, and I'm just like, well, if I can cover my torso and stay on my belly, I have a chance. So, like,
Well, the irony of it is you're not technically, even at when I worked at the prison, you weren't allowed to shoot down drones. Hypothetically speaking, they're working on a net gun. I'm like, if I see a drone airdropping something, I'm like, and I'm up in post, I'm gonna pop that fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like, fuck their private property. It's in my airspace.
well, and the small drones are getting better too, especially with the FLIR cameras. But I was talking more like Predators and stuff like that. I was talking our military stuff. Martial law will not apply to me. I'm just saying. One way or the other. I'm going out one way or the other. I'm sorry. I just, So Kaleb, a little background on me if you don't know. I live in an area that's basically owned by the DoD and a lot of subcontractors for aircraft manufacturing, stuff like that. That's a little bit about my background. I mean, I grew up in Missouri in the woods and stuff too. I'm just not as hardcore as Kegs, and I'm not as pretty as Perk, so I'm kind of in the middle.
I would like to put it forward. You're probably not as pretty as me either.
That's great. It's probably true. It's probably true. But
once you get rid of that ponytail, we can reevaluate.
Oh, dude, I'm so ready to shave it at this point. I really am. The amount of conditioner that I have to buy is ridiculous, and I'm starting to understand women's pain when it comes to just hair. It's ridiculous.
I'm telling you, bro, you gotta switch to tea tree. Fuck that conditioner shit.
I'm just gonna go back to the Conor McGregor thing. That's how I always wear my hair. So, yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I grew it out. So maybe it's a lucky ponytail right now too. So, can't decide.
Well, I mean, we're coming into winter. That's kind of a ass backwards way of looking at shaving off your head.
Are you surprised?
Like, oh, it's about to be 30 below zero for the next month. I'm going to go ahead and shave my head bald.
Look who you're talking to. I mean, it makes sense, But yeah,
backwards ass fucker.
So, other than the poaching shit, how's the batch been? Are they doing okay?
Oh yeah, everything's going pretty smooth other than that one thing.
That one thing. Well, send our love to Snake too, by the way. We'll have him back pretty soon. We're gonna try to start doing we're starting with Marrow, obviously, but we're gonna start to get second visits here pretty soon. We're still booked out. 2 months, Perk?
Something like that.
Yeah, and I appreciate everybody that wants to be a part of this because it's really, and that's the thing, it's not us. We come on here and we hang out. We just happen to record it, but it's really the community that's doing this. And yeah, I'm having fun with you guys. I think that's all this is about. So,
well, I mean, Tom, I've been wanting to start doing a little bit, and I'll just go ahead and do it now since it's Perk's first time.
Yes.
So, and it's a surprise to Cool too. So I don't get to do that very often.
Ooh.
Caleb, is there any questions you have for us?
Ooh,
like we're always the ones grilling everyone and asking questions and trying to learn about them and shit. But no one ever really gives us any questions. And sometimes it's interesting to have the flip side thrown at you a little.
Yeah, put the lamp light on us.
I guess I'd ask you, kind of wondering actually, how long does it take to get one of these episodes together and all you need to get it out there?
Well, for example...
Well, cool. I'll say cool. That's your area of expertise there, sir.
I was going to say, so for example, with this podcast, I can probably have this out in, 3 hours. What I'll probably do, if you guys are okay with it, I probably will release this one early. I'll release it tonight, and then, because I still got to work on bills. I got to do some editing on bills, so if you guys are cool with it, maybe it's just, this will be a surprise thing for people.
That's fine, I don't care. And speaking of that, we got Caleb, maybe you can help us with this. So Bill is not his real name. That's a personal friend of mine that, he's a truck driver that we interviewed. We got to come up with a better nickname for him.
Oh, that's good.
Because Bill is just way too bland for that goofy fucker.
Well, and I'll tell you what I can do. I can put Bill's picture in here real quick for you in the chat. And
that's a great picture too. That was hilarious.
Dude, it was a good picture. It really was.
It was I was actually at his house. We were sitting around a bonfire. We just got done goose hunting, and we were just sitting there, and I was actually talking with Cool, and I was like, fuck it, dude, start recording. We'll knock him out real quick.
Well, it's in the chat. So I've been kind of thinking about this too. So I'm interested to see what Perks comes up with too. But what do you think, Caleb? Like I don't know. I kind of like.
Look, I know the guy. I can't call him some of the shit that I call him on a regular basis because that would just sound ridiculous.
Well, the way he's holding that door, I was kind of thinking humongous. Like
Both, but I suppose.
Like Hugh and then Mungus, like two separate names.
Actually, what was the name of that guy from Blazing Saddles? The guy that punches the horse dead.
I don't remember that. I don't know. You want me to Google it?
Go ahead.
Yeah. I'll Google it.
We can consult the Google. I like the Goog.
I absolutely can do it.
Unless Caleb's got something just fucking awesome tucked up his sleeve.
No, I don't.
No? Alright, fair enough. I mean, usually when we're just out fucking around, I'll be like, hey, fuzz nuts, you know? And he answers because he's a fuzz nut.
So the name was Mongo.
Perfect.
I think he is a Mongo.
Yes.
That'll work. That will work.
Excellent.
See, Caleb, you show up, we get things done. Well, I'll tell you what, buddy.
As you can tell, there's absolutely nothing serious about any of this. Just, you know.
Yeah, it's just more about the game. And, yeah, in all seriousness, man, like, do you have any other questions, like, for any of us? Are you familiar with any of us actually in the game?
A little bit with you and, like, English chat and that.
Yeah, dude. By the way, I got to give you props. You're one of the best funny trolls. You know, you come up with some funny stuff, bro.
Thanks.
It really is. Like some of it's just genius. So, well, I was trying to think. Yeah. So, yeah, it's so tough. I did see that in English chat, though. If there's anything, we can do, beyond that, let me know, if it keeps happening. But like I said, I'll when I jump off here, I'll send Mero a DM, and I'll give him your user profile. Basically, he'll try to friend you if you're not already friends.
All right.
Yeah, because in all seriousness, I know how hard it is to run 3 squads at least. Yeah, I've done that before. So.
Well, I mean, we are talking about the batch. It's more like 30.
Yeah. So that I couldn't imagine. We had 3 diamond squads at one time, and that was more than enough for me to leave. So. Yeah.
Well, before I actually went over and fully joined one, I was still running AA or BOP, whatever you want to call it, with them guys, and then I was bouncing back and forth a bunch. And yeah, and they had 3, and we had R2, and I was like, Jesus, this is ridiculous.
Well, and yeah, I blame Perk.
Well, Breeze, let me know who it is. Maybe I know them, and I can give them the mom look or something.
Yeah. Well, and when we
I would not want to get the mom look from you. I'm just saying.
Well, I'll tell you what.
But at the same time, I don't know if I would like enjoy it or if I would just shit my pants.
Well, I'd say.
I think you'd be the latter.
When we sign off, yeah, we'll have a chat. But let us. Let me ask you this, man. Is there anything else that like a message or anything that you'd like to say? Anything that you want to say? You go for it.
I do want to give a shout out to Chug. He's a hell of a pilot. He's a real pain in my ass when I get matched against him.
Yes, sir. The old butt chug.
Yes.
Yeah, he's an amazing pilot. He really is. So, You want to shout out the batch? Recruitment wise, are you guys looking for anything? Are you guys?
Shout out Bat, yeah, that of course. But as far as recruiting, TGB's always willing to take new people.
And you guys train them over there, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, you actually train pilots, which is a big advantage for new players. So I'll throw that out there. That was a big deal to me. I know it was a big deal to Perk at one time. So, yeah, TGB, right?
Correct. The Gremlin batch.
The Gremlin batch. Right on, brother.
They have openings, sounds like.
What'd you say, Perk?
It sounds like they have openings.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And, yeah, just don't get fooled by tricksters, I guess. That's the biggest message. Well, buddy, I'll tell you what. We'll talk afterwards here, but are you sure you don't have any other questions or anything else to say?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Well, I tell you what, I really do appreciate you coming on and listening. And are you enjoying what you've heard so far?
Oh, definitely.
I appreciate.
Like I said, I try to listen to every single one of them.
Dude, it's just it's people like you. It's the entire community. Like, I love this place. That's why I'm still here. I barely fly anymore. So I stick around literally just for the community. I love meeting new people, and yeah, it was a pleasure to meet you, man. Because like we kind of bonded in the chat there. I think just by doing what we do, I guess. I come in there being silly, and you are pretty brilliant when it comes to trolling and stuff. So I tell you what, I really appreciate it. Well, I appreciate you coming on, man, for real. And yeah, like I said, we'll help you in any way we can. So I guess with that being said, though,
He's cool.
he's Kegs.
And she's Prkushun, and we're the fuck out.